3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph hanging with you on a Wednesday. How's everyone doing? I hope it's well. Steph, how are you?
You know what? I'm pretty good. I had an interesting experience earlier today, which I don't know how it made me feel about myself. I don't know if it made me feel good or bad about myself. There was a little kid walking in my neighborhood, and I was walking the dogs, and he was probably like 7. No idea where his parents were. Nowhere to be found. And he said, "Are you married?" And I said, "No." And he said...
Did he say it like that, like a British person? You keep doing it. Are you married?
"Are you married?" I said no, and he said, "Well, I don't know why nobody likes you. I think you're kind of cute." And I was like, I don't think, it was a mixed bag of emotions there.
I don't want to know. How old was this?
7. I don't know why nobody likes you. I think you're kind of cute. Thank you for that.
Here's the funny thing. If you were like most women, and that kid was 27 rather than 7, you probably would have dated him. Because women like being told things like that.
That they're kind of cute?
Yeah, no. I've noticed in my time that if you treat a woman kind of bad and give her backhanded compliments rather than, "Oh my God, what's something mysterious about him? Oh, I should date him." Am I wrong?
True. No,
Yeah.
women get sucked into that.
So luckily that kid was only 7 and not 27, or Steph would have a new boyfriend. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. We are broadcasting from the American Shaman of PA studios. Flower Fridays are here. Every Friday, visit American Shaman of PA store for a free Shaman Smoke hemp cigarette, no purchase necessary. It is time to start Would You Rather Wednesday. Would you rather date a 27-year-old that gives you a backhanded compliment? Oh, I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, this is oddly specific.
No. Would you rather reverse one decision you make every day or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day?
Ooh, this is interesting.
So if you stop time, you have a chance to think about what you're going to say, what you're going to do.
Right.
Like, it gives you a chance to really think out, albeit briefly, but you get to think out your situation. Or once a day, every day, you get a chance to reverse a decision.
I think for me, it would be reverse the decision. Because 10 seconds isn't enough for me to really benefit from.
Right.
I have a hard time concentrating sometimes. So in that 10 seconds, I think all I'd be thinking is, this is so cool. Time is paused. I did this. I only have 10 seconds. Like, I can't focus, so that wouldn't be enough time for me.
My question is, do you get rollover days? Like, if you have a day where you do pretty well with your decisions, can you get 2 the next day?
Oh, that's a good question.
But I have to go with you, too. I'm about reversing decisions. One decision you make every day.
How often do you think you would need to use that, though? I mean, do you often feel like, oh, I wish I didn't do that?
No, but I could use it for a couple, like, let's say you watch a movie. It could be as simple as you watch a movie and like halfway through, you're like, I don't like this movie. But you already wasted an hour of your life. Right? Like, I'm going to rewind, and go back to when I decide to watch this movie. It could be as simple as that.
Right.
Or a big thing, like, oh my God, I shouldn't have had that 4th drink, and now I'm in a field somewhere.
That would be really nice.
Right?
Reverse.
Absolutely. I think, everyone would try to answer this question thinking about big things, but it could be for little things too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you feel sick to your stomach. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have had that 9th donut.
Right. Back it up to only 8 donuts.
Or I should have stopped at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I think...
Been there.
Yeah, so I think that it could be little or big. The 10-second thing, you're right. It's not a ton of time. But for me, I wish I had that time every once in a while when people are like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Why don't we go here? Why don't we go there? Or why don't you make this decision? And if I had a little bit longer, people are just staring at me.
Right. You're under pressure. Like, if someone asks you to make plans in person, it's a lot easier over text because you have time to be like, oh, I'll just tell them whatever's going on.
Right.
Tell them I can't.
Absolutely. But then if you could reverse time after saying yes, you could find a way to say no and reverse it.
I think if I could reverse, like, reverse a decision once a day, most of it would end up being like dumb little things that I said to somebody that I overthought, and I was like, I wonder if that offended them. I would like take that back.
Do you ever think you offend me?
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I overthink the way that I say something, just like, oh, I hope he didn't take that in any way other than the way that I meant it. But I kind of do that with everybody.
Right.
But you're a person in my life who I don't do that with as often because I think that you take things very lightly. I don't think that you go home and cry because I might have used the wrong inflection in something I said.
Oh, well, I could be sensitive too, but obviously you don't know that about me. All right, well, let's move on. Oprah Winfrey put out her favorite things catalog for 2020.
Oh.
Is this something that you actually care about every year?
It's interesting. It's usually nothing I can actually benefit from because it's like all the stuff's really bougie, but it's interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of it's really, really expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Now, some of the stuff on here is ridiculous price-wise. Some of it's not. But, I don't know. I'll make a guess each one we go through whether or not you'll care. My Fabulous Food Sea Salt gift set, Oprah. Let's see. Would Steph like a sea salt gift set? 2 small containers of salt. Am I going to say no?
No, it's literally just salt.
For $56.
No, I can buy salt at the dollar store.
A $98 E-Marie travel blanket.
I don't even know what that E-Marie means.
Me neither. A set of 3 woven fabric baskets, trash can size. At $120, Steph's not interested.
It's another thing you can get at the dollar store.
Here's one for Steph. A peach cobbler pie from Lush Yummy's Pie Company.
Oh, yep. I'd be putting that with some vanilla ice cream.
$36, well worth it, I think, to try it at least once. 8 chocolate truffles candy from Philip Ashley Chocolates.
Yep.
For $69?
Nope.
That's $8.62 per truffle.
Oh, for a truffle.
Yes.
Like a little truffle.
Yeah, for a truffle.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. What else we got? A wood and concrete cutting board. No, I wouldn't buy that for you.
I don't need that.
$120? No way.
No.
Faux leather shopping bag for the supermarket. $200 for a supermarket bag.
So that I can go spend more money on groceries and put the groceries inside of it? Yeah, no.
A log carrier. Are you interested in a log carrier? It's a strip of fabric with handles on both sides.
Please tell me how often Oprah carries logs around. Please tell me. I would love to hear.
$165. Here's what Steph wants. A mirror home workout system. A full-length mirror that not only reflects but works as a TV screen where a guy in the mirror leads you in a workout.
I totally want that. I've read about that in my health magazines. It's something I'll never have, but I'll dream about it.
Don't necessarily say you'll never have it.
How much is it?
Now, mind you, before I tell you the price, they're brand new. So they will come down in price.
True.
Okay, right now, the brand new chic bougie thing is to spend almost $2,000 on this.
Yep, I'll never have it.
But in a couple years, it could be near $1,000, which is closer. Who knows what you'll be doing for a living? Who knows? Maybe we'll be raking in the big bucks doing this. And who knows? Maybe we'll get so famous that one day they'll come to you and say, "Hey, do you want this? Do you want to endorse this product for
yes, free?" That would be lovely.
So don't say never, Steph. Believe in yourself. And the 1-year subscription to all the classes costs $468 for this.
For a year?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it would be amazing. But here's the problem with technology. By the time that it gets to a price that I could actually afford, there's going to be 6 new versions of it that are so much better,
right.
And this one's going to be like outdated.
But you know what bothers me is that it's pretty apparent that Oprah doesn't use all this stuff. Like you said with the wood carrier, I'm saying it with the workout thing. Oprah doesn't use it, but it's her favorite thing. She gets paid. She gets paid to endorse these
exactly.
things. That could be you one day. Could see Steph's favorite things. You know what? Why don't we come out with Steph's favorite things?
We should. We did that last year.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. And I promise you mine will be a lot more reasonably priced.
So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 8. There's more than 8 on this one, but let's do 8 things that you love so much that you want to tell people about.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we will do a separate video where we announce your favorite things, and probably it's something you own already, so we'll show them to people as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Nice, yeah.
So look out for Steph's favorite things. Definitely more affordable than Oprah's favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Coming up next, not a news flash to Steph, but dogs are amazing.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Steph, this is not going to be a breaking news flash to you, okay? Dogs are amazing.
I know.
This is very cool. According to a new study out of Finland, dogs can detect COVID-19 in humans quicker and more accurately than the nasal swab.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Finnish scientist Anna Helmbjorkman has been testing the disease-detecting dogs on travelers at Helsinki's airport. She says the dogs have identified a number of people who had the virus but had tested negative with the nasal tests. Days after the dogs diagnosed the travelers, the supposedly negative passengers started experiencing symptoms.
Wow.
That suggests that dogs may be able to sniff out the virus at the very beginning stages of infection. Other researchers from France, Lebanon, and the United Arab Emirates are reporting the same results with their trained dogs.
What did I tell you? My whole life I've been saying it. We don't deserve them. I do wonder, though, how did the dog announce whether or not they had COVID? Like,
Ruff.
Or fruff means COVID.
Yeah.
Ruff means no COVID.
I don't know. I think it's like maybe it's like drugs, right? So when they sniff out drugs, I think the dogs bark or they make a whiny sound or they like nuzzle the package or swat the pack. I don't know exactly how they do it, but they have their announcements. They're announcing noises or they're announcing actions when they find drugs. I'm sure it's the same way. So when a dog barks at you in the airport, either you have COVID or crack.
Right.
Apparently.
One or the other.
That's what it is.
Which one is it? Who knows?
Stop. What? Do you have drugs on you? No. Well, then you have COVID. Come here.
See, that's amazing. Dogs, man, they're the best. Just warms my heart, you know?
I saw that story. I knew it was going to be a quick one, but I knew that if you found out that I knew about it and didn't talk about it, you'd be mad at me.
We'd have problems, yeah.
Yeah. Titanic. Fan of the movie?
Oh my gosh, I love that movie.
When that movie came out, or when you got into it, did you get kind of Titanic crazy? Not just for the movie, but for the actual story of the Titanic. Did you like look up things about the Titanic? Did you read about how like Milton Hershey had a ticket to the Titanic but didn't go?
I did look up stuff online about it. Yeah, absolutely. Because there were things happening in the movie that I wanted to know more about.
How interested would you be in seeing the Titanic as it is now, close up in person?
The actual boat.
Yes.
Wow. I'd be intrigued, but not if it cost me a lot of money to do it.
In May, tourists will have the opportunity to visit the shipwreck. Undersea exploration company Ocean Gate Expeditions has a series of dives planned to visit the Titanic. Not only a commercial venture, but also a research mission to examine the life around the ship's remains and create a 3D model of the debris.
Wait, where is it?
In the Atlantic?
It's like at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
Like it's still down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then definitely not, because like diving down that deep is horrifying to me.
Well, I remember you saying, yesterday's show that your biggest fear is being stuck in a box in the bottom of the ocean.
Absolutely.
So this is kind of what it is.
Yeah. I tried scuba diving one time, and just the idea of breathing while you're underwater, I don't know, I just can't, it freaks me out. So if they would like pick it up and bring it up, I don't know if that's something they would do or could do.
No.
They're just going to leave it down there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, but I don't think I could go down that far.
There are no bodies down there. There are boots and shoes and clothes that show that people were there 100 years ago. Each dive will last 6 to 8 hours. It takes 90 minutes to get down to the wreck. That's how deep it is in the ocean. It takes 90 minutes to get there.
You have to swim down for 90 minutes?
No, you'll be in a submarine type
Thank
thing.
God. I was going to say, okay, so what kind of physical shape do you have to be in to even be able to do
No,
this?
basically you're going to be in a giant glass box.
Oh
going
my
down
God.
to the
Okay,
bottom of the
absolutely
ocean.
not. For an hour and a half, absolutely not. I couldn't do it.
Well, you're going to be out once you heard the price anyway. $125,000
Per person.
per person.
Oh my God.
This is what rich people do with their money.
Yeah, it must be nice. Like there's nothing else to do with it.
I mean, my house is worth more than that, but that's it. I don't even think my life is worth $125,000.
Mine isn't.
Mine's actually worth negative if you count the debt.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, no, we're in the red.
I think maybe you could sell my body parts for that much after I'm gone to pay it off. But other than that,
Yep. How can anybody actually afford that? It's mind-blowing.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that something, if the price was right, is that something you would ever, like, could you ever dive that far into the ocean?
I wouldn't be diving. I'd be riding.
Would you ever ride that far?
Yeah. I would. It
know.
doesn't scare me as much as it scares you.
Yeah, it's just, I'm good. I like to get into the ocean. I like swimming in pools, but otherwise I'm good on land.
They do it all the time with submarines.
And I think those people like are kind of what's the word? Undervalued. Like that's a lot. That's like brave. That's freaky to me.
Steph's not going. I am if I had 125 grand, but I don't, so I don't care.
Put it on your Christmas list.
I would be a jerk though. Everyone would be like paying all this money and they'd be really into it, and I would be in the back going, "Where's Jack? Where's Jack? I don't see Jack. What about that stupid diamond that old lady threw off the boat? Are we here to find that?" Like, sir, that wasn't real. Really? Really? Because the ship was real. How do you know there's no Jack? How do you know there was no Rose? How do you know that there was no giant blue diamond? All right?
You totally would.
Oh, I would be such...
That would be
I
you.
I would ruin everyone's experience.
Yep.
It's probably a good idea or a good thing that I don't have money, because I would ruin people's time.
You would make some people laugh, probably, and others mad.
Others would be like, I paid $125 to hear this jackass yell for Jack on this stupid submarine.
Who is this guy anyway?
Steph doesn't love diving in the ocean, but one thing she does love is mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah. Good transition. I like that.
I know. This guy, David Mayo, and this woman, Marissa Helms, were getting married. The couple reached out to Hellman's Mayonnaise Company shortly before their wedding day, pointing out that their last names were Helms and Mayo.
That's so funny.
hope for some free stuff. Well, Hellman's company came through, sending over a Hellman-shaped cake, custom bomber jackets with a year's supply of Hellman's mayonnaise as well.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That's so funny. His last name is legit Mayo.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So here's the thing, people. Sometimes all you have to do is ask. Worst case scenario, they never respond to you.
Right. Nothing to lose.
It's not like they're like, not only is the answer no, you're not getting free stuff, but we're going to make sure this wedding never happens.
Right.
That's not going to happen, right?
No.
So the worst case scenario is they never respond to you or they say no, but they asked for free stuff and they got free stuff. Wedding cakes can be expensive. Boom, Hellman's paid for their cake. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't made out of mayonnaise.
That's what I was going to say. Did they somehow work mayonnaise into the cake? Because that'd be kind of cool.
It was a Hellman's shaped cake, but it was still
Wait,
cake.
what is Hellman's shaped? Like a mayonnaise jar?
Probably.
I mean, that wouldn't be, as much as I love mayo, wouldn't be my dream wedding cake, but if it's free,
Yeah, they
works for me.
Custom bomber jackets. So they probably had Helms and Mayo on the back, or
That's so funny.
New Mayo or whatever on the back. And then a year's supply of Hellman's mayonnaise. And all it took was a letter. Or did they do... They just reached out, so they probably did it online.
Right.
So it cost them nothing. Like I said, just ask. You never know what you're going to get by just asking for it.
And for something like this, you're probably going to get something out of it because it's publicity for them.
Absolutely. Just ask. You never know. It's been working for guys for years. All right? Coming up, this is my favorite story of the week, by far.
Now back.
That's the wrong one.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Jeez, Ryan, you screwed that up. I'll do it again.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
I know it's just Wednesday, so we still have a couple shows left of the week, but I can tell you right now, this by far will be my favorite story of the week.
You already know it.
I already know it. Once I saw it, I had to put it on. This is amazing. A guy in China was arrested for theft. The man was accused of pickpocketing passengers on a city bus. Very bad dude. Not why it's my favorite story. This part right here is why it's my favorite story. When he was caught, the guy collapsed at the police station and refused to open his eyes or talk for 8 hours. Doctors were brought in to check the man out and confirmed that he was still conscious. All right. So he faked being in a coma. He faked Because here's the thing. Your brain waves in a coma are different when you're conscious.
So they can tell.
They not only that, like there's a lot of I think it's like your pulse is different. Like,
Right.
You could tell that they could tell that he was conscious and just had his eyes closed and wouldn't open them and wouldn't respond.
Doctors kind of know these things.
Yes. They confirmed he was still conscious. He just collapsed, closed his eyes, and he basically played dead weight, dude. Wouldn't talk to anyone, wouldn't respond to anyone.
So he was just trying to prolong his, being found, like being caught. Is that what it was?
He was already caught. I don't know if he was prolonging going to a hearing or going into the jail cell or whatever.
Probably.
On top of everything, witnesses say that he coughed a couple of times.
Coma coughs. It's a thing.
I don't know a lot about people in comas, but I don't think it is. I think you don't cough. And they're like, oh, he's unconscious.
So he blew his cover. I wonder if he actually fell asleep at a certain point. If I closed my eyes for 8 hours, I'd have to be out for some of it. Or was he really consciously sitting there for 8 hours with his eyes closed? Because I would lose interest. I'd be like, all right, I'm hungry.
He was
Jigs up.
dedicated.
That's commitment.
What did he expect was going to happen? Like, oh, drop all charges. He's in a coma. Let's just bring him home. He's obviously tired. Let's bring him to the hospital, never charge him, and he was going to make an escape then. I have no idea what he was thinking, but this is my favorite story because he could hear the doctors, and they're like, no, he's conscious. He's faking it. His eyes are just closed. He's completely okay. And he's just like, no, I'm not.
He's in a coma.
Right? You understand why this is my favorite story of the week?
I love it. I wish this guy wasn't in prison so we could have him as a guest on the show because I want to know what was going through his mind. I love it. You know what? At that point, he was probably like, well, I'm going to jail. Might as well make this interesting. Might as well shake things up. I'll just pretend to be dead. See if I can fool these doctors.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out.
Oh, I love it.
Time to stump Steph. Women are 4 times more likely than men to complain about this. What is this? 4 times more likely to complain about this.
Is this a physical issue? Like my back hurts?
Nope.
My stomach hurts?
Nope.
Okay. More likely. Is it a financial issue?
Not particularly, but I guess it could involve a financial issue.
Something about work?
It's work.
Oh, okay.
It's work.
That's what I thought because you were not sure about the money thing.
Women are 4 times more likely to complain about work than men. Why do you think that is, Steph?
I think women have more of a need to vent than men do sometimes. Me personally, like if something's bothering me, I need to vent about it. And I think guys sometimes like to bottle all that negativity up.
Until it comes out in one major fit of rage.
Exactly, until they explode.
That's right. Women are twice as likely to do this in a car than men. Women are twice as likely to do this in a car than men.
Is it something you're doing while you're driving?
Yeah.
Is it something illegal, like speeding ticket, anything like that?
No, it's not necessarily illegal.
But dangerous, yeah.
I mean, technically, yes.
Is it something that they're physically doing, like behind the wheel?
No.
Like texting or okay.
No.
Something they could get a ticket for?
Not necessarily. Sometimes yes, most of the time no. And that's where I'm stopping because
So it is bad. So it's not like eating while driving or
Nope.
anything.
Nope.
To do this in a car. Does it have to do with like getting themselves ready, like changing their clothes?
Nope.
Sleeping.
No.
Something about being in the car always makes me sleep. Not when I'm driving, obviously. Is it something they're doing while, like, they're in the driver's seat?
Yes, they're driving.
Or could they be in the passenger seat doing it?
Nope.
Ooh, something that they're in control of. Oh, not using a blinker.
No.
Is it something specific like that?
No, it has nothing to do with actually driving. It's something you're doing while you're driving.
And it's not like texting, eating. I don't,
You're close.
but it's dangerous.
You're close with one of your answers, but not quite.
Which one's close?
I can't tell you because they'll give it away.
Texting's close.
I'm not
Is it something on their phone or a laptop? Reading a book.
What would they be doing on their phone?
Scrolling through Instagram.
No.
Making a phone call.
There we go. Women are way more likely to talk on their phone while driving than men.
Mm-hmm. Which, if you're using Bluetooth, it's really not dangerous.
It is still statistically more dangerous. You take your concentration off of the road.
True.
Personally, I talk on my phone all the time when I drive.
Yeah.
Bluetooth, but they say that you still are distracted while you talk on your phone.
Right. No, that's true.
So it's not okay, Steph. Stop saying everything's okay. All right.
I'm not encouraging it.
You're leading young people down the wrong path.
No.
Tomorrow on the show, make sure that you listen because we have another advice column for you. And make sure you go back to Monday's show, like it on Facebook, and comment for your chance to win a $50 gift card to Outback Steakhouse on Union Deposit. Do that. It's Monday's show. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.